Goodbye, grey sky, hello blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you.
So right, you can't be wrong.
I'm rocking and rolling all week long. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Rich and a Bit of Christian, a side of Lee. Only on Smart Radio. How are we doing, fellas?
Oh, you doing all right?
No, not bad.
Oh, great to be alive. It's Friday, isn't it?
Doesn't seem like a
Happy
Friday.
then, Lee. What's up? Is Stella flat or isn't it cold enough?
It just don't seem like a Friday.
That's only because you just finished graft, old cock. That's what that is.
Well,
He's
all
only
had
done
gone-
for 10
all
o'clock,
had gone
innit?
full.
Hey, have you seen that thing? Have you seen a couple of things? Here, before we start, seen them two things that's bashing around Facebook at the moment?
What's
Jimmy
that?
Oakes, he's on some group on Facebook about gang lads. Load of rubbish inside the floor, instead of throwing it straight into the back of the van, they put it into a barrow, him and his mate, pick barrow up and tipped it into the back of the van. You must have seen it on Facebook.
No, I've not seen it.
seen that.
What's all that about? What's he doing that
Oh,
for?
no, have a look, I've shared it. Coop's done it as well. It's funny. He's a right tan, to be fair, but he's never going to work for NASA, is he? And also, right, Matt Hancock.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, right, what has he got on me? He's a bit of a munter, isn't he? I mean, never mind this COVID malarkey, right, and this hands, face, or wash, gash, and dash. It's none of that. I just need to know how that pleb gets more tuppence than me.
good question. Let's put it out to the masses. How
But think about it though, Rich. Even you must be devastated.
Even me? What's that supposed to be?
You've been known to be a heartbreaker back in,
Back in there.
that photo that's doing rounds on Facebook with you sweating tonight. Bring it from Bike Ride, old cop.
Yeah. For those who don't know, who've not seen us on Facebook last week, we decided all the old has-beens from East Moor, we all used to play football together, decided, we'll have a get-together and we'll do a little bike ride. 60-mile round trip. It's first time, apart from the other month when I went with you, Chris, first time I've been on any kind.
Last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
What it? I've lost track of time. I swear to God. 27 miles and my undercarriage was in bits. 2 days, Lee. 2 days it took me to get over that.
Hell yeah.
And I'm saying to Hopper, you know, like, Chris,
What is three-wheeler?
you remember when we used to work with my dad? And he used to say, right, me and Chris used to work together. My dad's a decorator, his own decorating company. And basically, he used to, right, we'll get to that end and then we'll call it a day. So you'd work like a beast, wouldn't you? You get done and then, we've got another hour yet. So he kept moving goalposts. Hopper with my dad. It's just round corner. It's just round corner, he kept saying. And I'm not kidding you, Lee. I couldn't sit on the seat because my ass were killing me. And then my calves were on fire because I were on my tiptoes on stirrups. Oh, I was in a right tangle, honestly. Anyway, but we had a good giggle,
Let's
though.
talk about your preparation night before.
Yeah, I watched the England match and had 9 pints of Guinness, but that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
I was still late missed when I got there Saturday morning. I made everybody
That's
late.
allowed. That's allowed, that. If you're watching England, yeah, it's allowed.
Oh, we needed to after that, though, didn't we? Let's face it.
Hey, Tuesday night one was better.
I know.
No, it won't. You're right
Was it?
there.
No. But
It was surprising if the Germans put 4 or 5 past us.
well, I tell you what, how funny would that have been if Hungary had beat them? I were praying that Hungary were going to beat them, and then at one point Germany were nearly out, and so were Portugal, weren't they? At one point.
Well, the thing is, though, Germany are coming to end of the cycle of being dominant, and if we can't beat them,
I know.
it's another false dawn of golden age. You'll end up playing Henderson, Rice, and Calvin, and Jordan, and what's his face, Grealish. And we'll have Harry Kane up front. Is he unwell, or is he just not bothered?
I just think he's out of form. I think he's not.
He looks injured, don't you?
Yeah, he could be carrying something, couldn't he? He could be carrying a knock or something. But
Yeah,
he's not looking his normal self. 'Cause,
Well,
I mean, we don't shoot on goal either. For some reason.
I think it's to do with that headline I saw on Facebook. They're saying,
Oh, that's the belter, is
yeah,
that?
I've been missing goal as well.
To be fair, you're a liar. You've been pushing folk out of the way.
Back to me early years.
All the leading goal scorer. Going around and knocking on a door.
Anyway, because we for those we put a pre-record last week, so we were all busy last week, so we couldn't have time to put a show on. So I've been sent through, Chris and Lee, the latest release by 26 Avenue, and it's called Razorblade. So I thought,
They're really getting some traction now, aren't they?
yeah, they're on BBC.
And now they've made friends with us, they're getting some traction.
We're doing the best we can for them, aren't we? So bless her, Demi sent me the track saying, would I put it on? And I said, well, I'll do more than that. We'll kick off the show this week with it. So without further ado, this is 26 Avenue, and this is their latest release, Razorblade. You can check him out. They've been a featured artist on Smile Radio. You can go to our website, smileradio.co/the featured artist, and all information about them is there, and as are all the other featured artists. So this is Razorblade. So let's have it.
Claustrophobic, surrounded by lies, gasping for air, laid under black skies. I feel like I'm dreaming, so I close my eyes. A euphoric feeling that I can't disguise. Too sharp to touch your love, cut me like a razor blade. Can't get enough, my drug, feeling like I can't be saved. Claustrophobic, watched by your eyes, gasping for air. I'm feeling tongue-tied. I feel like you're scheming with your sarcastic sighs. A sinking feeling that I can't hide. Too sharp to touch your love, cut me like a razor blade. Can't get enough, my drug, feeling like I can't be saved. Cut me like a razor blade. Cut me like a razor blade. Too sharp to touch your love. Cut me like a razor blade. Can't get enough, my drug, feeling like I can't be saved. Too sharp to touch your love. Cut me like a razor blade. Can't get enough, my blood, feeling like I can't be saved.
Hi, it's Matt from Apollo Junction here, and you're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris Isle Radio.
Welcome back to Rich and a Bit of Chris and Aside of Lee, and we've been joined by a very special guest, Roy, from the Shed Project. Can you hear us, Roy?
Yeah. Loud and clear, mate. You all right?
Very well, mate. Very well. How are you?
Good, mate. It's been grafting. Got home not long ago. So, might
Yeah.
treat the lady tonight.
Hey, you go steady. Hey.
Hey, up.
Beautiful.
To highlights the England-Scotland game, Roy.
You what, mate?
To highlights the England-Scotland game.
It were bad, wasn't it? It were bad.
So, thanks for coming on, Roy. Obviously, the rest of the band members are they're all grafting, so
Yeah. I
Unfor-
do all talking anyway, you know what I mean? So, none of them.
When they say
can talk.
grafting, are the boozing?
You what, mate?
When they say they're grafting, they're in boozer, aren't
Probably, yeah.
they? You've been excluded from that party of six, Roy, haven't you? They're all sat around on a bench in a boozer.
Yeah, I wish I was. Well, I'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm out at 12, so
Oh, good lad.
Good man.
I'll be having it tomorrow. Yeah.
good lad. So, what's been going on with you? Have you had a chance to do any recording? What's
Yeah, we're releasing a new single next month, 23rd of July. It's called A Day in the Dam. It's about my little escapades in Amsterdam over the years. It's a little bit X-rated, so I don't think it's going to get on XFM or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're just grafting on the album now. We hopefully want to get it out October, November. So yeah, it's all good. It's sounding mint as well.
Oh, good. So where you recording it all then? Which
We've got the shed where we do it. John's shed that's set up as a studio. Tim's in his living room with his stuff, and I'm set up in my conservatory. And my mate's got a bedroom studio as well at the Jade Assembly, Danny at the Jade Assembly. So we've been nipping in there as well. So it's just a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? But that's how we record anyway. So it's no different to us. We don't do things in a proper studio. We do it ourselves. That's our ethic.
Yeah, because am I right? That's where you got your name for the band.
Yeah, that's the band's name. We was in a tribute band before it called The Attics, and that was formed in the attic of our local boozer. And then that went pear-shaped. So, but I'd started writing tunes and that, and then me and John started getting in his shed, and we just wrote a load of demos, and then started making these tunes evolve. So that were it, the Shed project then.
I find it's interesting to say that you do your own recording and bits and bats. Gives it a bit of an earthy quality to it, a bit of raw sound.
Yeah. Well, we're just learning, you know what I mean? We released our first one in 2020, Living, and it's just been a progression. Each tune's been a progression as we've been learning to produce and mix and master.
And don't tell me straight, do you think you're getting better in the producing side of things, or as you go along?
Yeah, well, our last two, we've just done the MC Tunes remix there, and to get the approval off MC Tunes that it's an absolute brilliant tune just says it all for me, you know what I mean? And Feel My Love got played on Radio X, it got played on XS Manchester, so, and the figures on Spotify and all that are just saying, you know, it's telling us we're doing it right. So, but we want to keep that DI. We're not, you know, we're doing it as a laugh, we're doing it just as a buzz, a hobby. We don't even see ourselves as a proper band, you know what I mean? But it's turning out to become that, if you know what I mean. So it's a buzz, yeah.
It's not. It's a bit of a change actually. You're not taking yourself too seriously, but you're very. It reminds me. It just brings me back in my day because the '90s were my favourite era as regards music. You know, the bands and stuff.
Yeah.
And like early '90s, late '80s.
Yeah.
You've got that sound, and it's nice to hear that again. Because obviously, I think it disappeared at one point.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of bands. Even these new bands now, no disrespect to them, but it's a lot of it's the same, you know what I mean? It's either a cheap man supermarket OMD or an Aldi Strokes, you know what I mean? It's just the same. So we just want to bring back that era, that music.
It's like Lee rightly said. It's like it was like when it first came out, it was raw and it felt new.
Yeah.
And then another period of time, it become more marketed, more cultured, more sculptured, and it sort of lost its way a bit.
Yeah.
Now you're sort of kicking it back to how it first come out.
Yeah, well, like I say, we just want every tune to be different because we're all the late 80s, 90s kids, you know what I mean? We lived the Manchester, we lived the Britpop, we're like in our mid-40s, and so we just want all them influences we want to put into our songs. But we want to do every tune different. We'll do a slow tune, we'll do a punk tune, we'll do a dance tune. We're not scared to do anything, and just all our influences coming out in these tunes. You know what I mean? And
I've listened to your music, right? And you're right. Every song is different. It has a different feel to it.
Yeah.
But you can also get the feel that every song it sounds different. It's a different feel. But it still feels raw and full of uncontrolled energy that you want it to burst out. You don't want to lose that because some of these bands nowadays, they have it all sort of controlled, managed. They're not allowed to do certain things. They don't want to go their own way. It's all very structured. I'm not saying music's not structured, but you've got license to do what you want.
Yeah, well, and we'll always have that. You know what I mean? We've got a label involved with us now, One Love Records.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But we've told them straight from the off, you know what I mean? We do things our way, and that's the way it's going to be. And we'll do that with anybody. We won't be told what to do by anybody. You know what I mean? My missus don't tell me what to do, and my mum didn't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? So
Well,
but yeah.
I
so-
heard you first on. I did hear on XFM because I do like listening to XFM, even as well as obviously Smart Radio. But occasionally, I'll put it on because I like listening to Johnny Vaughan, the Johnny Vaughan thing.
Yeah.
And I can't remember, and I think, and then I just had a quick look on Spotify, and that's when I sort of sent you a message, and I thought, but the whole premise of us is we are all about unsigned and independent music.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
95% of what's on our station is unsigned and independent, and we're not trained, presenters. We're rough around the edges. Do you know what I mean? So
Well, we like I say, we want to keep it that way. You know what I mean? We know our tunes are decent, but we just want to keep it that raw influence stuff. You know, the Roses, the Mondays, and things like that. So yeah, it's exciting though what we've got planned. You know what I mean? It's and even big bands are asking us to support them now and stuff like that. So we're getting noticed off other bands, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
It's a buzz. It's a buzz, and it's just one of them things, isn't it? Just enjoy the ride and enjoy what you're doing. It's like
You can't wait to start gigging, can you?
Yeah, well, we've got our first gig. We're not gigged yet, as the Shed Project. So we've got our first gig on August the 20th at the Phoenix Club in Bolton.
the famous Phoenix Club.
The iconic Phoenix Club, yeah. So we've sold out. We sold 300 tickets in. 10
Nice
days.
one, brilliant.
Oh, that's good.
And we've got Northern Revelation and the DDE supporting us.
Wow.
Which are two great bands, one from St Helens, one from Manchester. So yeah, and it's fantastic. You know, we're also in the mix to support two massive bands in September. I can't say much about it because I'm still waiting on an email. But if I could pull this off, it's going to be the biggest thing ever. So it's really
Not Spice
exciting.
Girls, is it right?
No, I think it says Club 7 or something. You know what I mean? And Peter Andre as well.
I can
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
you reaching for stars, right?
I love a
Reach,
bit of S
but
Club. You know
no,
what
what?
But yeah, it's really exciting. We're smashing rehearsals now. The kid from the record label come down last night in rehearsals, and he was just blown away. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's nice to be noticed and get the praise we're getting. You know, it's really good. Yeah.
Well,
Have you had any? You talk about praise, right? And which is always good. You like to hear feedback. Has anybody been ultra negative or anything like that? Right?
Not really, nothing. No. When we first come on the scene, like we got fingered on our production and stuff like that. But they got the tunes, if you know what I mean. They knew where we were heading. So no, it's been great. Like we've had John Robb comparing us to the Roses and the Lars. You know what I mean? He's the biggest music journalist in England. You know what I mean? And he's comparing us to the Roses and the Lars and stuff like that.
you take that one, yeah.
Like I say, I think they can see that raw energy in us. You know what I mean? And it's like with me, I love listening to demos and stuff like that. I love the process, like how I write. Me and John go in the shed. He gets his acoustic out. I'll start writing, and that's the basis of the songs. You know what I mean? And then we'll all just chip in. But I love the rawness anyway of making something from an acoustic demo to bringing it onto when it comes out. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah.
How do some of your songs sound at acoustic then? Could you do an acoustic album ever?
We could do, yeah. We've got plans of. I've been messing about with a lot of dance stuff now on my setup here. You know, like the old piano, the old Hacienda stuff and that.
Yeah.
So there's a dance. We're thinking of doing like a dance remix EP in the future as well. But MC Tunes has just asked us to do an EP with him later on in the year as well.
Because he features on your track as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's just featured on One Shot, yeah. But to work with him was an honour, you know what I mean? Because I'd met him 30 years ago outside Affleck's Palace, and 30 years later, I'm doing a tune with him, you know what I mean? It's dreams come true, really. You know what I mean?
Well, I think we need to get a tune on as well, don't we?
Pardon?
So I think we need to get one of your tunes on.
Well, I'm gonna.
yeah,
I think I've got because it's the latest one on your Spotify playlist, isn't it, as well? Because I've uploaded the music that you sent to me on our playlist.
Yeah, I sent you Feel My Love and the One Shot, yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is the one featuring MC Tunes. So let's give it a go. Let me know if I've picked the right one because I've got two, and the thing is I've marked them both one shot.
Right,
Schoolboy
no problem,
error.
don't mind,
I think this is the one featuring him. So
That's one. Cheers, pal.
let's kick it off with this with our special guest Roy from the Shed Project. You listen to Rich and a bit of Chris and a side of Lee live on Smart Radio. Is this the right one? Whew.
Yeah, you've only got one shot, don't be the 9 to 5. Yeah, you've only got one shot to achieve your goal. Cause you've only got one shot, don't sell your soul. One shot, one goal. Gotta live your life before you get older, said. One shot, one goal. One shot, one goal. One shot, one goal. One shot, one goal. You gotta live. You gotta live. You gotta live. You gotta
You are my lucky number, the only one for me. I couldn't live without her, just like the air I breathe. Some situations are complicated, you got the gift. Keeping me motivated, buzzing, I'm the one you with. The very day I met you, it's been a winning streak. Making me flourish, encourage me when I hear you speak. Living the dream is what I feel, nothing will come between. My lucky number one, promise me you'll never leave.
one shot, one goal.
Forever you and me together, we were meant to be.
Live your life. Live your life. MC Tune's gonna stop ya. MC Tune's gonna rock ya. You better kick off your shoes and cause no fuss. Get on the bus, you better ride with us because Bolton to my side. MC Tune's on the project ride. One shot, one goal. Live your life before you get older, said. You gotta live your life. You gotta live your life. One shot, one goal. One shot, one goal. One shot, one goal. One shot, one goal.
You are my lucky number, lucky number, lucky number, lucky number, lucky number. You are my lucky number, lucky number, lucky number, lucky number, lucky number.
Can you feel it coming? Yeah. Can you feel it coming? Yeah. 'Cause you've only got. 'Cause you've only got.
One shot, one love, peace.
I'm Lee from the far north, and you're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris on Smile Radio. And a little bit the far north.
Loving that,
Yeah,
man.
definitely like looking that. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a bit of a nod to the Hacienda, if you know what I mean. The brass is a nod to 808 State and just to them days, you know what I mean.
That's
So,
that,
yeah.
that's
You-
what
did
that's
you
what
spend a bit
Lee
of
said.
time in there then?
Pardon?
I said, did you spend a bit of time in there? Because when I heard that, that's what I said straight away. I said, it reminds me of Hacienda straight away.
Yeah. We all had our little stints in there, you know what I mean? But yeah, good days, you know what I mean? What I can remember. As we're all gentlemen of a certain age, you know what I mean? You start forgetting things at our age, don't you?
I go into kitchen and forgot what I've gone in for.
I know, yeah. Same,
Marie tells you though, Rich.
Yeah, she reminds me. The current Mrs. Harrison reminds me. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Roy, you said you were in your middle 40s, which we all are, apart from Lee to an extent. Do you think this music and this band sort of give you, I don't know, sort of reinvigorated you, Lee, where some people think, and Foxes, I'll just coast along. You enjoying this sort of thing now?
Absolutely love it, you know what I mean? I can't play football anymore, can't do this, do that, you know what I mean? So why not, you know? I've always, I remember at school, you know, well, let's form a band, you know what I mean, all that. And I've always thought about it, but never ever done it. And then 8 years ago, my mates got in the attic and they needed a bass player. So I said, I'll learn it, you know what I mean? So I taught myself bass. And then from being in that environment of trying, like, we did Oasis covers, Stone Roses and that, but being in that environment clicked in my mind then that I could write songs, you know what I mean? And all with John and everything just come out. So it's a buzz, it's a proper buzz, and it's something I've always wanted to do.
Is the shed as well a recording show? Is it like a drinking den as well?
No, mine's gonna be though. I'm building one in my back garden now, boozer. But yeah, I think John sits in there on his jack listening to music and drinking his own brew. So, but yeah, it's exciting to do it. I keep saying to myself, I should have done it 30 years ago, you know what I mean? But I'm loving it now. I'm loving doing it now, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And yeah.
Do you think if you'd done it 30 years ago, you'd have given it as much effort as you do now? Because you had so many distractions back then.
You never know, do you? You know what I mean? If I couldn't write about them things when I'm writing about
you
them,
need,
you know what
you
I
need
mean?
life experiences, can't you? You can't really talk about your favourite sock, can you? Stuffed under the bed.
I know, yeah. But like I say, I'm pretty skilled on life now, and the experiences I've had, I'll write about them. You know what I mean? It's like Bedtime. That was written about me brother being an heroin addict and my mum dying of cancer at the same time, and I couldn't have had that life experience 30 years ago.
I mean, that's quite deep and heavy, isn't it? That.
Yeah, well, we teamed up with Wise Up Mental Health charity from Bolton on that one, and it got them a lot of exposure as well. People listened to our tune, listened to the lyrics, knew it were about mental health, and actually rang them and donated to them. And some people actually helped them out off the back of that. So to do things like that's just a real big buzz, you know. So I'm pretty proud of that.
When you're writing about, like you say, you wrote about your brother and your mother. When you're doing that, when you're writing them, do you find it cathartic to an extent? All right, you know, you never get over the loss of your brother and your mother, but you find sometimes it's easier as well.
Yeah, it's a release.
It's
a release, yeah. It's definitely a release, you know what I mean? The songs what are going to be on the album are about drugs, they're about money, they're about people in prison. It's just things what I've lived through, you know what I mean? So, yeah, just I'm expressing myself through my music now instead of keeping it in my head, if you know what I mean. So,
do you find you're in a better place doing it like that as well, then, man?
Yeah, I'd like to say it helps me to get things out on paper, you know what I mean? And it's a good thing. But we're writing as well. I was in my back garden the other week and I wrote a song in 5 minutes. Went in the shed with John and we just had a tune there again in 5 minutes. Feel My Love was written in 5 minutes. You know, and then done in 3 weeks. So I just find the songwriting process easy. I find it really, really easy. I don't know if it's a gift. I don't know. It just comes out.
I think there's definitely some kind of a gift or whatever an aptitude or whatever you want to call it to be able to do that. Because I'm all about lyrics, me. I don't know about Lee. Lee comes from it from a different angle, and again I can't. Chris, I don't know about you, but I'm always about the lyrics in a song. I mean, it's got to have a good melody, it's got to have a good tune, but
I'm saying myself.
But I couldn't write for Toffee. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I say, it's mad. You know what I mean? But I think as I've got older and I've had these experiences, I've had them in my head, and now I've got the opportunity to write them down and get them out. It's just easy, and like I say, it helps me with my mental health.
I mean, Richard, you just sort of touched on you like lyrics, Lee likes music. If you're going to compliment them both, I'd say Elbow, the Seldom Seen Kid. It's probably one of the best albums ever.
Yeah. Elbow was my wedding song, actually. Yeah.
Day Like This.
Yeah, that was my wedding song.
It's a tune, is that?
But yeah, I've always been a studier of lyrics. You know, I've always looked in beyond lyrics. I'm a massive fan of the Roses, Ian Brown, and I've studied them lyrics for the last 30 years and just trying to find out different things. You can find out a lot about someone through the lyrics, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's a good thing.
Because Guy Garvey runs a college at Manchester University,
Yeah.
isn't he? Study of lyrics.
Yeah. It's
He's a genius. That album's superb.
yeah. Well, look at Richard Ashcroft, you know what I mean? He's a genius, and Ian Bryan, Sean Riley's a genius. His lyrics are unbelievable. Even in his early days on Bummed and stuff like that, and Squirrel and G-Man, his lyrics are just unbelievable. So yeah, it's good.
There's a lot of talent out there, isn't there? But the thing that you mentioned, Sean Ryder there, and I suppose a lot of that have been detracted, unless you're a massive Happy Mondays fan. A lot of that's detracted by the gimmick of him dancing, being off his napper, got Bez. You see, you know, sometimes stuff like that. All right, it's a great marketing tool, but it detracts from the skills that he's got as a lyricist.
Songwriter, unbelievable, unbelievable. But some of the bands about now, you know what I mean? Since we joined Twitter, we've been on Twitter a year, and the bands I've discovered via Twitter, the unsigned bands, it blew me away, you know what I mean? And the standard of the music out there is just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. But I mean, there's literally, I've got 884 emails, and I've gone through 300 already this week, and I've gone back on this morning. And don't get me wrong, there's some amazing talent out there, and there's some. I mean, I can't play the spoon, so but I can appreciate good music and But there's some phenomenal talent out there, phenomenal, and you think and you hear some of the shite that's on commercial radio, and you're thinking, how the hell is this got on? Do you know what I mean?
Because it's commercial, isn't it?
I know that.
Boxes.
I know that, mate. I know that, but it frustrates. And you think there's some of the other music that we've had guests on, haven't we? And you're thinking, why aren't these getting out there? You know, I mean, I know this last 18 months has been ridiculous in every way, shape, or form, but you just think, surely to God, these guys must. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really think there's going to be a massive resurgence next year, but when everyone can get out and stuff like that. I think there's going to be another 89. You know what I mean? I think there's going to be another Summerlove.
Yeah.
It just all goes off. Dance music, indie music, everything will just go off. You know what I mean? And it's going to be really.
Have you found this lockdown process and COVID beneficial for your music writing time that you've had a chance to do stuff as well? You know, rather than find the negatives. There's going to be some positives out of it as well, aren't there?
Yeah, it's been good for us because, like I say, we got that first tune out, Living, in January 2020, and then just before the lockdown, we released the original version of One Shot. But my mate Jack Cullen's a boxer, middleweight boxer, and he come out at the NMN to One Shot just before the lockdown. So that basically got our music out there. You know, we got on the radio, we got on. So it's been really, really good for us on a music basis, you know what I mean? To share ideas, to get the songs out, you know. What we on now? We're on our 7th single since January 2020. So it's half of an album.
Yeah.
And without social media and things like that, and the community on Twitter and things, no one would have heard our tunes. We'd have still been in shed just strumming, you know. So it's been massive for us to just get our music out there. And
have you garnered plenty of traction then on social media?
Yeah, we've got over 4,000 followers on Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, and it's just been mad. It's been, the reaction to us has been crazy. We'd have been happy with 20 of our mates listening to us and Boozer, you know, and playing in front of them just for a laugh.
I'm sure you can hear in the background now, Roy. I think it's time we play one of your tracks. So this is "Feel My Love,"
Feel My Love, nice.
and then I've got "Bedtime" lined up as well.
Nice
So
one,
if it's all right with you, I think we'll just do a back to back. We'll go straight into "Bedtime" straight after this.
Yeah,
So
thank
you're
you.
listening to the Shed Project live on Smile Radio with Rich and a bit of Chris and a side of Lee. If you've got any comments, get in touch with us Instagram and Twitter at Smile Radio 3, or we're on Facebook Live, that's Smile Radio Yorkshire, and also Smile Radio on YouTube. We're right back after this.
'Cause there's things going on in my head. So I can feel the love is dead. You gotta feel my love, feel my love. You gotta feel my love, feel my love. Why do we have to break up? Why do we have to make up? Why can't we get through this? Why can't we see through it? 'Cause I love you so, so. But why do I feel so low? I'm so low. 'Cause there's things going on in my head. It's in my head. So why can you feel the love is dead? You feel my love is dead. You gotta feel my love, feel my love. You gotta feel my love, feel my love. Feel my love, like an endless love. 'Cause I'm missing it. 'Cause you're my perfect fit. You gotta feel my love, feel my love. You gotta feel my love, feel my love.
Hi, it's Wild Horse here. I'm Jack.
And I'm Henry.
I'm Ed. And you're listening to Smile Radio.
When I go to bed at night, gotta hold my pillow tight. Never know what's gonna be in my head. Toss and turn, my mind's in bed. Never know it's hit or miss. Don't know what visions I will find. 'Cause I'm too scared to close my eyes. Only wanna think of the highs. You're lying next to me asleep. Your secret's safe that I can keep. I'm too scared to close my eyes. Only wanna think of the highs. Keep. Cause you're just trying to freak me, but you know no one will beat me. I keep my thoughts safe and
You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris on Smile Radio.
I have to say, I absolutely love that track. That's the third
Cheers,
time I've
thank
listened to it, and
Yeah.
it's even better. That it's you know, and I don't take offence to this, but you know when you listen to a song, it's a grower, and the more I've it's the third time I've heard it now, and I think that's my favourite track. I love that
Mine,
song.
actually.
I love that
Yeah,
song.
back-to-back ensemble, then you just drop the two belting tracks, completely different.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Rich. I like that one.
it's a
Yeah,
tune.
well,
Is that?
we've just remastered that for the album. We've just redone it, but we've not changed it. We've just added strings and a bit of synth to it and stuff like that. So it really lifts it. Then
We're getting some love on Facebook as well.
nice one,
Narelle
thank you.
saying loves it. Zoe. So yeah, that's a tune. I would again. I'm listening to the lyrics, and now I know what it's
What
about.
Yeah.
It's more poignant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love
like I
it,
say,
love it.
People rang Wise Up on the back of that, so that just
Yeah.
that's job done. You know what I mean? It made people aware of my mate's charity in Bolton, Wise Up. So yeah, buzzing.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to donate, get in touch with us, and we'll pass them on, or get into. Is it Wise Up in Bolton? Yeah.
Yeah, www.wiseup.co.uk, and that's in Bolton. It's a mental health and addiction charity.
Brilliant.
So yeah, Feel My Love. I wrote about the Stone Roses. Feel My Love. I had an idea of writing from Ian Brown's perspective when Rennie left the Roses. So that's what Feel My Love's about. It's Ian Brown singing to Rennie and John Squire.
Wow.
So that's with a black rose on the cover and stuff like that. So yeah, it's interesting to know what songs
That's
are
good.
about.
That's good.
you know.
Yeah. So I'm a big Roses fan, and yeah. That's
Massive.
that I've not heard that before. But looking at it from his perspective as regards like saying to John Squire and Rennie and what have you. It's
Well,
good,
the last verse, Feel My Love Like a Hand in Glove. That's about the reunion in 2012. So yeah. It's, I've just always wanted to write it, come in my head, and boom, that was it. You know. So
That's cool.
magical.
So when you say you've got a new track coming out in next month, is that right?
The 23rd of July. It should be ready next week, so I'll get it over and before release and stuff. Yeah, it's called A Day in the Dam. Tim, I go to Dam twice a year, you know what I mean, and I have been doing for the last 20 odd years. And
Good nice cakes over there, don't they?
I love everything about that place, which you'll find out in the lyrics of the song. You know what I mean? As soon as my mates heard it, they were laughing their heads off, you know, because they instantly clicked with it. But yeah, it's a cracker. It's a cracker. So I'll get that over to you next week and play it gladly.
Well, you let me know when I can when I can put it on the playlist, because we get lots of music sent over, and I appreciate sometimes people want to stagger it when it's due out. So you just, when you send it, let me know, then I don't just put it straight on. I've done that before.
This is another. This is another one as well where people will think, you know what I mean? This is totally different. So it's just keeping it fresh and keeping.
I tell you what might be worth having a collaboration with. Do you remember we had Rebecca Ryan, who she got an X Factor? She's done a couple of dance tracks.
Right.
It might be worth you having a chat with her, because she's got some serious pipes on her. And if you're thinking about doing some dance music, and I'll happily put you in contact with her.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I just think you two together, because how much fun is she, Chris?
Yeah, brilliant.
She's hilarious, and she's, you know, and she, obviously she tried. I mean, she had a bit of success in the early 90s. She got a record deal and one thing and another, but you know, that X Factor thing.
She can sing though.
Oh, she's got some pipes.
I'll put us in touch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because she's not on Spotify out like that, but she said I'll send you a couple of her tracks over.
Yeah, just send me.
And I tell you, there's one you'll probably remember from '90s. You'll probably I can't remember what it is now, but I'll find it and I'll wing it over to you.
Yeah, we're always up for a collab. Like I've got word over to Ian Brown to sing. We've got a tune called Modern Way. I wrote that about poverty and stuff like that. So I have had a couple of messages over to Ian Brown, seeing if he'll sing it. So you can only ask, you know what I mean?
Of course you can, yeah.
So you never know. But yeah, we've got, like I say, the MC Tunes thing's interesting, what we've got on. But we'll collab with anyone if anyone who wants.
Yeah, well, because she's big on her dance tunes and that, and we've got Paul Allroyd who does a show on a Saturday night, and he's done the Majestics. He's worked all over the place in various clubs, you know, back in the sort of noughties and that, and
the clubs were proper clubs.
Yeah, when clubs are clubs, I don't think we're going to see clubs again, are we?
No, I doubt it. I doubt it. And
madness, isn't it?
And he's done a few remixes of her tracks, and he's got a show that he's doing. He only does it once a fortnight, but he got me in touch with him, and but yeah, she's good form as well.
What was the place called across road from Majestics with a revolving dance floor?
What, in Leeds?
Yeah.
Winston.
No, there were doors that were revolving.
I know where that is. They've got a good pool table there, haven't they?
Oh,
good lad.
Brilliant. I can't remember. It's all a bit of a haze.
Yeah, my mate used to live in Leeds, so I used to go over and see him. Like we've had some cracking nights out there. I've got a few pals over in Leeds and that as well over that way, so cracking place.
Yeah, well, we're all from Wakefield. Did you ever get to Rooftop Gardens? Rooftop Gardens and Casanovas back in the day.
I'd have done, who knows, you know what I mean? But I have been over that end a few times, you know what I mean? Halifax is a cracking night out. I used to like it there. Huddersfield.
Huddersfield, it's funny you should mention that, Roy. We're in the process of, not Lee and Chris know what are coming now. We're in the process of opening our own live music venue. Wow. So once it's up and running, would you be up for coming over and playing?
Of course we would.
There we got another written contract there.
Yeah, get it on. But yeah, we'll help anyone out, you know.
Nice one. Brilliant. Well, we'd love to have you over.
Yeah, well, we've got the idea now. Obviously, we're too old to get on the gig circuit, you know, doing it every week and all that. So we want to do events. We're doing the Phoenix Club, so that's our event. Then we're going to do an old school warehouse party. We've asked another Manchester legend, out of a band, to do a DJ set. We'll go on, play a set, and then MC Tunes will play it out with all the old Hacienda music. So that's what we're looking at, to do warehouse parties and things like that. Our own venues. Well,
hopefully our venue, if once we can, we should be able to host between 500 and 700 people. So
sorted.
So yeah, we'd love to get you over, man. So
yeah, like I say, I've got contacts for bands as well who play. So if you need help that way, I'll gladly give you my contact. No problem.
Brilliant.
But yeah, we'd definitely be up for that. 100%.
Fantastic. And the thing is, we can get you to stay over, and we can have a couple of little cheeky ones.
No problem.
I think it'll be a couple, will it?
Well, I don't know if you're a big drinker or not, Roy, but don't drink with that beast. Don't drink with that beast in top. On my screen, Lee, top left-hand corner. He's a beast. He's not even funny.
I like a good booze myself, anyway.
I do, but I'm crap at it.
I'm pretty decent, me. I'm not bad at it, actually.
Yeah, probably 8 or 9, that's my limit. But no, be a monster in corner.
Nothing wrong with that. Don't hear you a bad man, does it?
Exactly.
But the thing is, right, you don't know how I realise how strong he is. You know, I'm a 2-foot halfway, and he picks me up and nearly crushes my ribs, you know what I mean? And that's a love hug from Doddy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right then, mate. Let's break for another song. I want to play Lucky Number. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate it.
So we're going to go with that, and we'll be right back after this. So if anybody's got anything you want to say, get in touch with us. It's richard@smileradio.co on email, or you can drop me a message on Instagram or Twitter at SmileRadio3, or get in touch with us on Facebook, Smile Radio Yorkshire. So this is Lucky Number live on Smile Radio with our very special guest Roy from the Shed Project. Right back after this.
and Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Are you living for now? Or living for the weekend? Waiting for the working day to end. Do you go to the pub? Or do you meet your girlfriend? These decisions never end. I just don't wanna pretend. This life's a daily grind when you're so far behind. And weekend comes and goes. You live your daily woes. You live your daily woes. You live your daily woes. And weekend comes and goes. So I stayed out, I got off my head, and now I'm all alone. She won't even answer the phone. This life's a daily grind when you're so far behind, and weekend comes and goes. You live your daily woes. You live your daily woes. You live your daily woes. And weekend comes and goes. Cause I'm living, yeah, I'm living, come on, just while you're chilling. I'm living, come on, cause I'm living, yeah, I'm living, come on, just while you're chilling. I'm living, come on, cause I'm
Rich and Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Welcome back to Rich and a Bit of Chris Shaw on a side of Lee with a very special guest, Roy from the Shed Project.
Cheers, mate. It's a long time since I've heard that first version of Living That. That was the first single we released, and it's a bit mad listening to that now. You know how far we've come
Yeah,
from listening to that, and then you Feel My Love and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a bit of a blast for me, that, because we've remastered and redone that for the album as well.
Right.
We sped it up a touch and added a few things. Well, it's pretty much as it is, but we've sped it up and I've redone with the lyrics and stuff. But yeah, it's a bit mad hearing that. But
When's the album dropping, Roy?
hopefully, we're trying to get it done for. Well, it's going to be out, I think, end of October, November. That's the target, and I think we're halfway through now. So we're going to get an initial CD run, so people have got something physical. We keep getting asked for physical stuff, you know, CDs or vinyl. So we're going to do an initial CD run, see how that goes, release it digitally, and then we're going to get pre-orders on vinyl then. So because we're all massive vinyl collectors, so it'd be brilliant to have that in our hands. That's the ultimate goal, really, to have an LP in our hands with our name on it. And I think the demand's there, so let's give it up.
save me a coffee, old lad.
Yeah, man, I'll sign it for you.
Brilliant.
I'm going to say listening to your music.
Roy already signing album.
You have to sign his chest.
I can't read it right.
You've got a big enough marker pen.
Hey, don't let me get my moves out.
I'll get my bingo marker out for that.
Get your dabber.
Your dabber.
My big dabber.
Yeah, it reminds me. Music really does. It reminds me of basically, it just reminds me of all the Northwest acts that I used to love. Do you know what I mean? Cast and stuff like that, and all the bands and stuff like that. It just, But it's amazing. It's just nice to hear it again.
Yeah, well, I got brought up on, obviously, your mum's record collection, Motown, Supremes, Northern Soul. And then when you watch Breakdance the movie in 1984, you suddenly become a breakdancer and you listen to Ice-T and things like that. And then I got massively into rap because all my mates are older than me, and you watch breakdance, you think you're Turbo and Ozone, don't you? And it come about in late '88. It was my mate. He had Elephant Stone on 12-inch, and he said, "Here, listen to this." And I listened to it. It blew me away. And then he did me a tape of the Roses and the Monday. Then he did me one of the Mondays, and that were it. Then boom, guitar music all the way. But then obviously your dance music come along with your rave scene, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what set me off on guitar music. Listen to Elephant Stone, which is still fresh today. You know what I mean? Yeah. That Roses album, I can still listen to it now, and it still blows me away. Yeah, and that's listened to it every month for 31 years. You know what I mean? Every week for 31 years. It's magical.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, if it's all right with you, Roy, we're going to finish off with Do It, if that's okay.
Yeah, this is a forgotten tune of ours, you know what I mean? We did it as an experiment to see if we could make a 60s song.
Yeah.
And just a lo-fi 60s sound, you know what I mean? And like I say, no one ever mentions Do It, and it's another one I'm not listening to for a long time. But we're doing this live. It's just totally changed it. And it sounds like a Pistols song live now. It sounds really punky and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big hit live. And I think people, once they see it live, I think people will start listening to it again. So nice one.
I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out to come and have a chat with us, Roy.
Hey,
And
it's always
thanks
a
a
pleasure,
lot, Roy.
mate. Anytime you want. And
Absolute
like I
pleasure.
say, it's a buzz, and hopefully we'll come down and play for you one day.
well, it's a binding contract, son.
Yeah, no problem. It's in Dabber on my chest.
Yeah, it's in Dabber on his chest. Yeah.
But yeah, anytime, and thank you for your support, and thanks for playing our tunes and getting us out there. And
No, anything and anything at all, any gigs out you got going on, let me know. We'll share it on our socials, mate. We'll do whatever we can, because we're all about the Beacon Fun Side music and independent artists.
Same as with you as well. We'll promote anything of yours, and yeah, likewise.
Well, I'll be giving you a ring as well, and about Rebecca, because I think I think that'd be I'd love to hear that. I would really love to hear that.
Yeah. No
And
problem.
but I'll be in touch. But thanks again, Roy. So that's
you very
Roy
much.
from the Shed Project. Stay safe,
Roy.
big man.
Nice one. Thank you very
Roy.
much. See you soon.
Don't forget, Roy, give us 3 rings when you get in, yeah?
I will do, brother. Thank you.
Take it easy.
See you later. Thank
So
you.
that.
Lying on my back, staring at the sun, thinking of the crazy things that I have done. Times have been hard, times have been so bad. Think my mind's going slightly mad. Life's about feeling and not for thinking. Gotta live
Colonel Bacchus, he's your host. Yes, the host with the most. With the song he's singing that'll make your ears bleed. Colonel Bacchus is a DJ. Yes, the craziest DJ. He plays movies and music, and it's strange as the Godzilla thing. From the dubstep noise, loud bass on top of that, to the shrill of the giant shrews, the oddest, weirdest, strangest show the radio ever knew. Colonel Bacchus is the host, yes, a host that won't toast. What a kook, what a ruler, what a nightmare come truer was he. Colonel Bacchus radio show from Tennessee, Fridays at 6 p.m. on Smile Radio.
You're listening to Rich
And
and a
Lee.
little bit of Chris on Smile Radio.
Welcome back. What do you think to that last
Top
track?
knacker. Bit of top knacker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bang on. It will bang on.
I'd love to see them live. I know I say that every week about the bands, but I love the.
It's right though, isn't it? You know what I mean? And you get somebody on like that, and it's just like he's just down to earth. Like he said, he just wants to do it. They don't take themselves seriously. They're not up their own selves. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, rough, raw, right edges, but it's the sound as well. It's definitely my thing. Is that anyway? But
To be honest with you, you hit it nail on the head. They don't take themselves too seriously. They don't believe their own eye.
yeah, exactly.
But I did hear them on XFM, and I'm thinking, oh, Shed Pro. So I just had a quick listen to it, you know, and yeah, and then I messaged him saying, look, we'd love to get you on. And he straight away come back. Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah, it'd be brilliant, you know. But no, really, really
I like
good.
the name as well. I like
Shed-
the name of the band.
The Shed Project. They're in the shed doing it. He's brilliant, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? It's great, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go down at Shed. If you said that up here, you'd be comrades. No, mate.
Up at All Green.
He was a great guest. His
Yeah, he was
music
bang on. Definitely.
And while we're on, next week's featured artist, if you just bear with me, caller, we've got Perry Manning, and I'll send you. And also we've got, remember Chris, Laura Christopher. Do you remember her, Chris?
Yeah, the ring car.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
she's got some news. She messaged me yesterday or today, or sometime this week anyway, saying that she'd love to come back on again. Because her mum and dad.
Which car park is going to be in now?
I don't know.
Car park?
Yeah, she just finished work. She can only come.
She just finished work in a car park. She was in a car park. And she just finished work.
Well, no, she'd finished work. She was still in a car because it was R5.
Oh, sorry.
It was R5, but
Putting that across wrong.
Yeah, but it was funny, wasn't it? She would have great. She would have good guess, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Who's the first guest? Did you say?
Perry Manning.
Perry Manning. And what does Perry Manning do?
I'll send. In fact, I'll. You bear with me. I'll find one of his songs.
Not related to Bernard, is
it? So,
Bernard.
Keep talking amongst yourselves, lads.
You prime us up for something and then you don't back
Exactly.
it up.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
No,
And
I'm
then it
just letting you know.
Oh, you see, all you hear is tumbleweed going across.
Well, that's your cue to fill it. You know, a bit of padding. You know, you two.
You prime, to be fair though, Rich, you prime me and Lee then. Oh, by the way, our guest next week is.
No, but I were actually talking more about Laura Christopher. She were a good giggle. So she's going to come on next week, hopefully, from about 5:30. We'll only have half an hour of her, so.
Oh yeah, and we need to sort out as well that mate of mine who I work with, the DJ Boney.
Yeah, when's he coming on?
Whenever you want, he said. Whenever you want.
Does he work on your shift?
He works at our place. I tell you, he lives in Huddersfield, and I'll tell you what, he's a lad. He's about 7 stone wet through, and he's. I give him a bit of stick at work, which he'll probably tell you about. And he's just got a DJing spot in Greece for summer. So all being well, he's yeah. So he's a good lad. He's a bit of a jack the lad, and yeah, it'd be a good interview. It'd be a good interview. We'd have a good laugh with him.
Well, let's get him
I
on.
thought just as a different perspective to the show.
Yeah, okay.
DJs and all that.
Lee, it's going to be a battle at DJs, isn't it?
He'll just sit there and he said, well, do you want me to put a mix together and all that? Like, he says, you probably won't like it. You won't like it because you're into your guitar stuff, aren't you? I says, look, mate, we listen to all sorts. Trust me.
Yeah.
You should
get
see a
us-
lad who runs the show. You could show him how to press alt buttons properly.
Yeah, what do you reckon to his little clapping thing on his new?
I tell you what, he needs to use it a bit more often.
What's for the
There we
sound
go.
have
Thank
you
you.
got?
Thank you.
I could do with that. I could do with that at home.
You definitely. Have you got them all? You know, have you got them all like marked up as well? What they
Color
are, or-
coded, yeah. And then we
Yeah.
get.
Lee, where he hasn't packed into the bedroom and they're in little buttons. Is he even clapping or laughing?
Yeah.
That's what I play when I walk into the bedroom. Shazam. You want to feel the magic?
Oh my lord.
Go downstairs and see the cut out cardboard.
Do you want me to bring Idris up?
Have you told everybody about that? I tell you what, honestly, it's amazing that. I sometimes when I've had a few and I go back into and I look, I go, where's he come from?
I've had to move him because when we first got him, like what I did one year, we were watching Luther, and there's 4 women in my house, and we're all going on. They're all and I just actually sort of whispered to the current Mrs. Harrison, you know, she's looking. They're all, you know, I said, you might be chin love, and he's you know, they're all drooling. I says, you know, I just whispered, so would you? And all 3, you know, other 3 piped up. Yeah, all right. I said, well, I'll tell you what, if you're a good girl, I'll buy him for Christmas. So this is, how long is it? About 3 years ago, Chris? Is it about 3 years? It's about 3 years ago, 3 Christmases ago. So I got a life-size cardboard cut out of Idris Elba, and he lives in our dining room. But the thing is, it's a bit discerning when you know when you're in the bedroom and you get to the point of no return, and she just says, "Can you move your head a bit?" Because Idris is just behind me. As I say, it's Sainsbury's, every little helps. Yeah. So the gift that keeps on giving.
You are, aren't you, to be fair?
I do my best. Right then, I'm going to play a song by Perry Manning, who's our featured artist next week, and this is All Away. So, to be honest with you, this is a new one. I you had a chance to listen to it to myself yet. So,
Ooh, Richard.
so well, let's have a listen, see what we think. So we'll be right
Hey,
back.
Rich, there's no swearing words, is there?
If there is, I apologise in advance.
Good lad.
There we go. There's a disclaimer. Over to you, Perry. Let's have it. Come on, Perry.
I'm sick of wearing this facade. Can't you see I'm dying inside? They say things will all work out while my mind's working overtime. As I subside, I can't identify. I want a body to love, I want a body to taste, I want a body to squeeze. The life into me, you know. I want a body to love, I want a body to taste. Squeeze and pain. I'm stressed, weak and depressed, falling apart, tossing and turning. I can't find my way out. taste. I want a body to squeeze. The life you tell me, you know. I want a body to lie. I want a body to taste. The squeeze of pain.
You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris on Smile Radio.
So what do you think to that?
No,
Loved
quite
it.
haunting. Wasn't it? Quite odd. When I first heard the guitar start playing, I thought of Old Man by Neil Young.
Oh yeah,
You know
good
when he started
shout.
playing
Yeah,
guitar then?
yeah, good
I love
shout.
that.
Coming to my head into that straight away.
Yeah,
Remind me a little bit of Grant Lee Buffalo he did then. Some of their stuff. I like that.
yeah. So he's. I'm still waiting for all his stuff so I can update the website. But yeah, he's coming on next week, and then
Look
we'll
forward to that.
also we've got Laura Christopher, who's she's a good guest as well. Talk about her new music.
It's not bad. Not
So-
bad line up to next week.
Yeah. Hopefully, do you think you might be able to make it in the studio next week, kids, or is it all depending on work?
All depends on work, mate. Depends on what
I'm
we're
hoping
doing.
to be rich. I'm hoping to be. But if not, I'll join from Zoom. Just if we work.
Yeah, well, it's not brilliant, but it's the best we can do in it. So it's good. It's working out. I think, especially with guests as well. Now, it's the way forward, isn't it? Because before, when we used to get people in the studio, and depending on where they are, you know, the Zoom things.
You need to get somebody from Songbirds on again. Songbirds.
Yeah. Well, Mark Parnell, he were brilliant, wasn't he? I'm not saying that Dave Hemingway, he were good as well. But yeah, I'll see if we can get them all on.
He was done on the old school with everything.
Yeah.
He did on the phone, didn't he?
Yeah, oh no, I'm not bothered about. No, I won't be doing the Zoom. I'll ring you. And it kept cutting out, didn't it, Chris?
Yeah, I still listen to their album as well. That, Far North. They've been my best two unsigned so far.
Yeah.
26 band I like them.
26th Avenue.
Yeah, 26 Avenue. They're really throwing some music out lately, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing well. And I mean, and they're good out there. I mean, I don't think we haven't had any really bad music on, really, have we? Over the period that we've.
No, I don't think. I don't think we've had any bad tunes on it at all. I think we're about the Serotones as well, because they couldn't make it, could they?
No, well, again, we'll have to do a pre-record because they all work and they don't get done till sort of 5:30, 5:45. So
right.
what I might do is, if it's all right, we will get a date and we might have to do it one evening, do a pre-record and then put it on.
Right.
So we'll get them on. We'll do an hour.
That'd be all right. Now we could have Friday off.
Yeah. We'll put a
still get
pre-record.
paid?
Yeah. Did you get your check, Lee? It's in post.
Yeah, I got it, mate. Yeah. Get yours, Christopher. Look at that face. Look at that face. That is just not impressed at all.
Funny, to be fair, I'm just decided I'm going to be pro bono. You know, like you do that. You see that Doctors Without Borders where they go all over the world. I'm DJs without payments.
Hey, do you remember when Chris Miles kicked off when Radio 1 didn't pay him for ages or whatever and his payment was late?
No. What, he actually mentioned it?
On air, live on air, yeah, on Radio 1, yeah.
Say, is that why they got rid?
I don't know the full ins and outs, but yeah, he kicked off about not getting paid.
No, I'll tell you why, right? He got me because he was sticking it to Comedy Dave's missus.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, that's why, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, he did, yeah.
I didn't know that. Some people can't take a joke, can they? Do you know what I mean? At least it's somebody who knows.
That's not even funny, is it?
Anyway, I've got Better Off by Laura Christopher. Should we give that a win?
Yeah, go on then.
And I'm going to do a little surprise for you. So we're going to do a back to back. So this is Better Off by Laura Christopher. She's coming hopefully on next week. from about 5:30. So you listen to Rich and a bit of Chris and a side of Lee live on Smile Radio.
What's back to back then?
We're going straight into another song afterwards.
But you said you were a surprise. Oh, surprise.
I'm going to surprise. The next one's a surprise for you.
You best not have done a track of you singing.
As if I do something. As if I do something as childish as that.
Now I'm waiting on you. Been a month since we've even spoken, and we really should have talked this through with emotion. Did I even cross your mind for a moment? Now I'm waiting on you. Now I'm waiting on you. You are something that I never had. I heard something that I shouldn't have. We are something I could do without. I'm so glad I let you go. Found out things I didn't know. Just when things were moving slow. 'Cause I'm better off without your love. I'm so glad I'm over it. Yeah, you're cute but full of shit. You play good, I will admit. But I'm better off without your love. Had me drunk on love, got me sober. Even when you call me up, wanting closure. Yeah, we took a turn like fall in October. But I'm thinking of you. Yeah, I'm thinking of you. Are you still caught up? Are you broken? Going to the same old place. I was hoping maybe that you'd be round here. Have you chosen? 'Cause I'm thinking of you. Yeah, I'm thinking of you. You are something that I never had. I heard something that I shouldn't have. We are something I could do without. I'm so glad I let you go. Found out things I didn't know. Just when things were moving slow. 'Cause I'm better off without your love. I'm so glad I'm over it. Yeah, you're cute but full of shit. You play good, I will admit. But I'm better off without your love. I can't say no, think that I should have let you go. But I came to see that your love wasn't cut for me. And you can't say no, think that you should have let me go. And it came to be, watch me rise on my afterglow. I'm so glad I let you go. Found out things I didn't know. Just when things were moving slow. 'Cause I'm better off without your love. I'm so glad I'm over it. Yeah, you're cute but full of shit. You play good, I will admit. But I'm better off without your love. But I'm better off without your love.
Welcome back to Original Bit of Chris. You're on the side of Lee. Your foot tapping there, Lee.
Oh, I'll tell you what, mate. That is one of my favourite tunes, that.
Forget how good Laura was.
It's good, isn't it?
I don't think I went on show then when I went
No.
when Laura on, but I really like that.
I think that was one of the last times you were in studio, I think, Chris, wasn't it?
Yeah, well,
Just before all this madness kicked in. So it'd be about 18 months ago, wasn't it?
yeah.
18
No,
minutes.
you can't beat that reclaim Jenner though.
No. They were good lads, weren't they?
Yeah, he were. I tell you what, he were funny. I still don't think it was his house. In fact, no. Did he get his mother-in-law or his mum on?
That could have been anybody. He might
No,
have been
he-
I
yeah,
reckon that was neighbour.
He was mother-in-law,
What a
wasn't he?
cheek quote. He was a sparky, wasn't he? I think he was just a
Like
cheap
watching
quote.
Cape Fear.
I've just had a message
Right, I'm
from.
just to spend a penny.
All right, we'll wait here then. We'll wait here, Olcott.
Yeah, don't go nowhere.
We won't. We've just had a message from Roy, the Shed Project. Much appreciated, chaps. Thanks for having me on. Top show. Hey, not bad for a couple of chances. You're very welcome, Roy. You're very welcome. Can't wait to see you live.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to watch them live. I think they'd be very lively, very good.
Right then. So while he's off, we're going to play.
You should have a bucket at the side of his chair. You can just hear him. Oh yeah, and it'd be like being in the toilet in a booze, wouldn't it? Yeah, mate. Hey, do you know what? Oh, you wouldn't believe the day I've had today.
He needs to work on acoustics in there, doesn't he? Put some cushions up or something.
Yeah, I think he needs some foam pads, doesn't he? He needs some bit of condensing foams in there.
What he needs
What is
to
it
do-
anyway? What is it? Is that his conservatory then?
Yeah, Sean McGee's put a new roof
Sean
on
McGee's
it.
done it. I've seen that text. He says, "Oh, it looks nice and warm in there now."
Yeah,
But he definitely needs to sort that acoustic out.
yeah. He's what he needs to do is put his foot down with a firm hand and tell Louise, right, this is going to be my studio, Olcott, right?
Yeah.
This is how we roll. And
That's it.
he's not
Get some
listening.
foam, squares of foam all over the place.
So if you don't like it, doors there, Olcott. Is that
Yeah.
as you mean to go on?
Yeah.
The current
And as
Mrs.
he's walking out the door
with his bags.
bin liners.
Not bags, you're not having them. They're mine.
Yeah.
Along with dog and daughter.
Yeah.
But
Shame he ain't got earbuds in it so he could hear us as he's tinkling away.
Like, yeah. like that. Is it Police Academy or whatever it is? Where and he keeps stopping and starting. Stop it.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, anyway. Shut up his ear. Shh.
He's here.
Hey up.
Right, cocker.
Hey, emptied your bag.
I'm just going to want 1 week sweet corn.
Right then.
What we missed then?
No, we're just been talking about you while you've been away.
Discussing your studio where you are now.
Yeah, well, no, you need to put your foot down with a firm
Sort your
hand and
acoustics out.
just get some foam padding round and just.
I've had Sean McGee and Kirsch change my roof over on my conservatory, and I'm waiting for Maggie, decorator of the stars, to come and do it. I'm not moving out furniture in and out all the time.
No, we're not saying that. You need to get some acoustic foam round. You know, if she don't like it, tell the current Mrs. Auckland. You say, look, listen, sweetheart. This is how I roll. And then Lee says, as he's leaving the house with his black bags under his arm.
That could be for one too black bags. It don't matter, does it?
No, exactly.
Don't
What
matter.
I want to say, I'm having my second jab tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
On 2 jabbers. And then we'll be back in studio soon, and then we'll be back out boozing.
Yes.
Well, because Shabba's rang me today.
Has he?
He wants to organise a beer up after 19th, and we can actually have a drink properly.
Well, we can play out.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
To be fair though, there wasn't much social distancing last week, was it, at Salts?
It's all a lot of old town halls, isn't it? You know.
Right, to be fair, I don't know nothing about sacking him for. I think she'll give Nick Hancock a night, or he's just set presidents now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Obviously not about the infidelity bit, I'm on about... You can't condone that, he's got 3 kids at home.
No, I'm not. But what is it? Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Exactly. And space.
Yeah. Yeah. Hands space. Yeah. 2 meters my ass.
He took his word literally. Eat out to help out, didn't he?
Right then, I'm going to play a bit of Rachel Barra. Bit of ground
Oh
up.
yes.
Like this.
Rachel Barra, yeah.
And then straight in to a bit of the Far North Runaway.
And then what are we going to play? Some of them. We're going to play the. Go on. What's it called? What they called? Them that had Alpha and.
The what?
Utopias.
Utopias.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're always good for a track, aren't they?
Yeah.
You need to get them back on, Rich.
Yeah, we will. We'll get them back on. So this is Ground Up by Rachel Barra. You're listening to Rich and a bit of Chris and a side of Lee live on Smart Radio. Don't forget, if you've got any requests of our unsigned playlist, get in touch.
Hello, reflection. Hello again, me. These little distractions don't work anymore. You see, 1 minute I'm up, then I'm down on this roller coaster. Open the window, the streets are so bare. Behind every closed door, a story to tell. Inside of these four walls, a chance to begin. I got a room in my heart that I'm saving till we meet again. I'm holding on to something I can't see. I'm waiting for the day where I can breathe again. If we crumble, if we fail, together from the ground up, we can build this house again. From the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. From the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. Been missing my family, been missing my friends. Watching too much TV is not good for my health. Though I'm feeling lonely, I know I'm not alone. We'll keep on helping and lifting each other up stone by stone. Dig deep below. There's a treasure inside waiting to be found. I'm holding on to something I can't see. I'm waiting for the day where I can breathe again. If we crumble, if we fail, together from the ground up, we can build this house again. From the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. From the ground, from the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. From the ground up, from the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. From the ground up, we can build this house again. I'm holding on to something I can't see. I'm waiting for the day where I can breathe again. If we crumble, if we fail, together from the ground up, we can build this house again. You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris on Smart Radio.
If you're leaving, won't you take me with you? We can do the things we'd always said we'd do. Oh, we were so young then, I wish we could begin again. We didn't have a care, whoa, we didn't have a care, yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish I was just like you. When we were down, we were not out. I always knew it wouldn't be for too long. I came back fighting for you. I knew that I'd be strong. We didn't have a care. Whoa, we didn't have a care. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish I was just like you. Can I be beautiful? Sing me a song and I'll sing along. Oh, sing me your favorite song. Run away with me. We can do the things we do, 'cause we are so beautiful. Run away with me, yeah. Let the people stop and stare, 'cause I don't really care. Oh, I do it all again. I wanna do it all again. Oh, to be with you. I wanna be well, I wanna be with you. Run away with me, yeah. We can do the things we do, 'cause we are so very beautiful. Run away with me. Let the people stop and stare, 'cause I don't really care. Oh, no, I don't care. No, I don't care. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Punk.
And the princess.
Hi, this is Daniel the Punk,
And Mika the princess.
bringing you 2 hours of music and random bickering about random stuff.
Playing an eclectic mix of established and emerging artists, plus home of
The Track Off. Coming to you every Friday night at 10 p.m. on Smile Radio.
Head over to thepunkandtheprincess.com or on social media at Punk and Princess.
Don't miss it and don't miss out. The Punk.
And the princess.
I see the drum struck fool with his head up his ass. He sees the summer's bloom is a thing of the past. You're on the right track, brother. You've only just found your path. She sees the morning sun rise every day because the day's still sleeping when she is awake. We're on a slow boat, baby. We're gonna get there someday. Oh, save me. It's not what it seems that life's crazy. The things you could be, you're either living in a bubble with a pocket full of cash, or you're a glove stuck fool with your hand up your ass. vest or your name badges pinned on your chest. scratching pens, you wish away your life, waiting for the weekend, and you're crazy. It's not what it seems, life's amazing. The things you could be, you're either living in a bubble with a pocket full of cash, or you're a glum struck fool with your head up your ass. Past unmasked will haunt you. The cracks of the trap you set won't hold me. This paper trail is only a stepping stone in time. Oh, save me. It's not what it seems, that life's crazy. The things you could be, you're either living in a bubble with a pocket full of cash, or you're a pop star fool with your head up your ass. Ha, ha, ha.
Rich and Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Welcome back to the Rich and a Bit of Chris show. Do you know- Welcome back. What have I missed? What have I missed? Is it you on about the Jimmy Hawks thing?
Oh my word. He has just gone so up in my Insta.
And he knew he would film because he looked
Oh,
at me.
really? Oh, that's it. He's the new Eddie Yates.
I'll be fair though, he's a right tan on him, hasn't he?
Yeah, and a half.
Obviously that sunshine's affected grey matter.
I ain't seen it. I need to see it.
5th of July is when Legends return, isn't it, Rich?
What's that?
Football.
Oh, football. Yeah, we're back. 5-a-side. Monday the 5th. I might get a little webcam set up so we can put it on the show. Watching us blowing out of our ass.
Yeah, watching you white folk out with your ass.
I've got the ass of a baboon. It was sore after Saturday though. Jesus Christ, never again.
Did
You looked in pain in Little Leeds though.
I was not, but to be fair, I was hanging. But that's
PP preparation, is that right? You know you were doing it.
I know, but the thing is, I went to see football with Eric, and he kept saying, he kept coming, you're supping like a tourist. You know, 9 pots later, full as a gun, and gets to bed at 2:45 in the morning.
You're embarrassing.
Oh.
Keith posted, did you do it for charity?
I know. No, just for the fun of it. Do you know what? If that's fun, you can stick it.
The only time I struggled on way home is when we come off Canal Bottom up through Rothwell up an hill.
Oh, is that where you went home?
Well, we got to, you know that bridge that we crossed over on Canal?
Yeah.
Mike wanted to get back to Leeds Road, so he got on his Google and went through Rothwell Nature Park, and it's all uphill back to Leeds Road, and that was only just a bit of a killer.
Ouch.
But then I left them outside Gardens, and then I was tomped down Leeds Road, and I was tipping 23 kilometres an hour on way home on Leeds Road.
Impressive.
I think we need to do a drug test on you. I'm sorry. He was leading.
I don't know, like false blood.
Yeah. I think he stopped over and they did a transfusion.
To be fair,
at Royal Armouries at Leeds.
you know when you get to the point you just want to get home.
Yeah.
So
Just coming out of Leeds going towards Saltaire. That's what I were. Can we go home? Can I go home yet? And Opper's going, don't worry, Ewan. Don't worry, Ewan. We're nearly. Just round corner. Just round corner.
Well, he totaled back like his poo bag was full strapped to his leg.
He called in at Grazier's, bless him. He called in, we had a couple of pots.
He said he were gonna.
We had a couple of pots, but yeah. My ideal day would have been, all right, going to Leeds, having a few scoops in Leeds, and then having a little Toby back to Wakey, and then getting Grazier's and getting full as a gun. That's what.
You can do that. It'd
£9.
be nice to see you do 27 mile.
I know. Do you know what? I was well impressed, especially after preparation the night before. I thought that was a top effort.
You didn't bring a spare t-shirt either, did you?
No. Just
Were you ostracising every boozer? Or was that Slacky Tramp?
Thing is, my daughter come up with me and picked me up, and literally she looked at me. You know that the look of disgust. She's 13, going on 30. She looked at me, and her face said it all. She goes, "What are you wearing?" And she goes, "Oh, Daddy, you stink." Because they sit on fence, don't they? They don't tell you how they really feel. That's what I find with young ones today.
You remember Barmaid from that first boozer we went to?
Yes.
Well, she was still working when we got back. She was wired.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. She looked how I felt when I got there. When we got there.
Made like look at that children's week corner, though, didn't you? Shared that about, didn't you? 3 bikes gone.
I was starving. Look at me, I'm wasting away. I've done 10 mile.
Oh, I'll tell you something, I'm having a word with Coop's GoPro. We all look like there was something wrong with us.
How'd you look well in that lycra, didn't you?
Do you know what was funny? Eric Sykes, he rung me when we were in Graziers. And he says, I've seen that picture on Facebook. He goes, who's Edgy eating?
I actually put a comment saying he actually looked like the big fat character out of Austin Powers.
Yeah.
I eat babies.
baby back ribs.
Don't you think I'm sexy?
I eat because I'm fat, and I'm fat because I eat. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? After all these years, he's plagued me and taken Mickey out of us for being slightly portly.
Thing is, to be fair though, Dave has been sized, hasn't he? You sweat getting out of the shower, you've got a spare tire, you run your back.
Yeah.
So you fat knacker.
Yeah, because he used to have a bowl of cornflakes every 3 days.
Yeah.
That was his diet.
Caught up to Karma's a bitch, innit?
Yeah. We've always been a bit chunky, so we're all right with that.
We're conditioned to this heat. Oh no, he got that lycra off a bit beneath. That's a bit
Tell you what, that was sprayed on. He just got it showered. It rinsed off him.
It was funny when I went to pick him up. I picked Gav up, got back in van, and we were getting down to. And then Gav says, "Don't worry, kids, Dad's gonna die." And then both Aveen and I forget the other. Yeah, Daddy's gonna die. Daddy's gonna die.
But he did it there and back.
Oh, bless. He did. I'll tell you what, I'd off my cap. Well done, Dave. Well done. Cause
his chain come up way home. Tail come up way there.
Nah, it'd
And
be.
then there's Coop there going in bushes with all his GoPro, and I don't know what he was looking for.
Don't forget,
his
there's that,
dignity.
he's got that bit of a paunch on his back as well, what he's carrying as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got that.
The bells.
They have them on Formula 1 cars in the slipstream, aren't they?
Yeah, it helps with wind resistance. He goes straight over.
It looked like he's always got his helmet on his back.
He ain't having a walk.
No, but I'll tell you something, I mean, I reckon if your arse had been rich, you could have done it back. It's all downhill.
No, everything else apart from a butox, and let's face it, it's a big old trumper. I were all right. I wasn't out of breath, and my legs weren't hurting, anything like that. I were good. It was just
I
literally
wasn't out of breath.
my buttock. But yeah, you were leading way though. You were leading way.
I was checking that. I've had the chubby cheeks on for today. He wants to write Peloton out next time.
Heard him. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, won't it? Aye.
What, Shabba?
Yeah, when
Ungrounded part.
yeah. Let's see what happens.
He'll be giving us all cycling lessons, won't he?
Why?
You're pedalling wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
Need to change gear.
Talking that, we've got young Hanley on live on Facebook. Hey, Ollie, how you doing? It's all right, Cocker. Where's your dad? Is he at Greg's?
He's off for a lycra fitting.
Is he at Greg's? Fat knacker. Anyway, we're nearly out of time, kids. We've got 4 minutes left, so don't forget, coming up after this, we've got the Colonel Backer Show, 6 till 7. The JJ Kane Quite Great Radio Show, 7 till 8. The Indie Artist Playlist, 8 till 10. And then the Punk and the Princess, 10 till 12 tonight. So we're going to finish off. If it's all right with you guys, I was just going to put Sonder by the Superlatives and finish it off with that.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Wonder how they're doing. Hey, we went through their neck at ones the other day. I want bikes. We should have called and seen them.
We should have done. So all I have to say is thanks everybody for tuning in, and don't forget, if you missed this show or any of the show, you can go to our website www.smileradio.co/on demand. You can listen for free or download it for £1. So thanks again, lads. Be safe, be good.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week. And don't forget, everybody, give us 3 rings when you get in. See you next week. Ta-da.
See you later.
Ta-da.